Hello Barmy Badger Army, welcome to today's show. Now today we're going to do a vlog that I should have done at Christmas, but I couldn't quite figure out how to do it, but now we have. So we're going to talk about the similarities between Home Alone and Die Hard. And as always, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below after the video. Now, I want to see if you think, now, Kevin's character, Macaulay Culkin, is on his own, trapped in a weird situation after his parents left him when they were on holiday, and of course he has limited resources, he has scared, he's in a new environment, there's loads of different things where you think, wow, is he going to do it? He becomes resourceful, he figures out how to defeat the bad guys, defeat the robbers, so then he has to use what's around him, allows him to then overtake the robbers with comical fashion. If you think about Die Hard, there is an awkward situation. He's left on his own. His family are trapped. There's lots of different things happening. Obviously, there's limited resources. He's then having to figure out what's going on. Get guns, get supplies, get all these different things, rope, work on a battle plan with limited people. Now let's look at Home Alone again. Obviously he's on his own for the most part, but there is the next door neighbour that helps out occasionally, and but he's scared of him to begin with. So there's a redemption angle there with the neighbour and Macaulay Culkin and the family. He's able to then reconcile with his family. Now in Die Hard, he's able to reconcile with his family at the end. There's a redemption arc. Obviously things have gone wrong. He's focused too much on his job. And then he is now able to then look after the family. He's able to come back in, prove that he can look after the family, and hopefully redeem in a good situation with his wife. Macaulay Culkin's character, Kevin, of course, is then able to reconcile with his family after a bad situation. And then they're able to realise that they are in love with each other, they do love each other, and they are a big family and they all like each other. And of course, you've got the added extra of the next door neighbour who fell out with his son, not able to see his grandchildren, then now is able to do it. So we've got a double header there, that's very interesting. And there's several other similarities. Obviously, they're both Christmas films. And we've gone on about the fact that the family is connected, there's family issues, there's limited resources, there's all these different things that connect these two films together. They're very interesting. Obviously Bruce Willis is older, John McClane is of an older grizzled cop, but it works. There are very, very interesting similarities. And it wouldn't surprise me if Kevin went along, changed his name to John, and then ended up in a really weird situation. Fanfic that. Because the thing is, how would John McClane be able to instantly be able to do these things? Yes, he's a grizzled cop, but would he be able to instantly save a tower block? Would he be able to do all these things without previous experience with this? What's happened before Die Hard? Yes, robbers tried to ruin his Christmas in a previous life. If you think on it, it's very interesting. Yes, obviously Die Hard came out months and months and years before Home Alone, but if you think on it, it's very true. Did the Home Alone writers draw influence from Die Hard? I think they did. I think what happens, they probably thought, what could happen if we put a child in a Die Hard style scenario? Would it be amusing? Yes, it would. Home Alone is, of course, one of the best Christmas films ever, and so is Die Hard. And, the similarities are very amusing. Because obviously what you've got to remember is John McClane had to create innovative, that's a long word, traps for the terrorists and defeat the organisation, and of course figure out what to do with old school smarts and police work. Now Kevin, of course, had limited resources, had to rely on smarts, old school police work, old school mischief, and of course different things. So obviously you've got John had some training in this sort of thing, but obviously I don't think he was SAS or anything like that. but there must have been something that happened previously that allowed him to draw and experience and survive. Kevin is just a mischievous little child. So he obviously has a wealth of family, and he had a lot of trouble with Buzz. So I think a lot of mischief took place before this. You know, you could tell that they were obviously a bit of a rowing family. So I'm guessing they all used to play pranks on each other and things like that. So he's drawn inspiration from that. Where has John got the inspiration from for this? I don't know, but he managed to survive, and both of them survived and were able to save the day. So it's very interesting to see how that works. Yes. So I'd be very, very interested to see what happens there. And of course, they have made a Die Hard children's book now, as I've seen. I haven't got it, but I do know that they have got one. So they have developed the story and changed it and allowed it to be Home Alone. It's Home Alone. They're both very similar. So I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Is there anything I missed? Any other connections that I missed? Because, you know, I don't know about rest of John's family, if they were estranged. But all I know is that by the end of the first Die Hard, they do decide to sort of try to reconcile. I don't know about Die Hard 2 and 3. I don't remember exactly. But I'll tell you that at the end of Die Hard 1, they sort of decide to give it a go. And that's exactly what happens at the end of Home Alone. They realise that they miss each other, they'll love each other. The mum comes straight back with John Candy's character to try and save the day because she realised something happened. And, you know, unlike Die Hard, John McClane gets all the credit, right? But in Home Alone, I don't necessarily know what happens and if Macaulay Culkin's character Kevin actually saves the day. There's no real evidence that they know that he caught the robbers. It's more likely that the neighbour took the credit, as far as I know. But I'd love to know your thoughts. Is there anything else I missed? There's quite a lot of connections between the both films. This is obviously a non-scripted video, and I've done limited research. This is just how I felt and what I thought. So I'd love to know if I've missed anything, and let me know in the comments below and we'll chat about it, because I bet you there's more connections. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Barmy Army. Keep safe, keep well, much love everyone, and I'll see you in the next vlog, video stream. And don't forget to check any content you may have missed, because it really does help the show. Right, thanks very much, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments. Bye.